When we say we're going to wash our hair, we actually mean we're going to wash our scalps. Because especially on long hair, like mine for example, the tips of this old hair that's been here for at least a year, 2 years, does not need nearly as much cleaning or cleansing as this does. Your oil is not traveling miraculously, imagine it did, down the hair shaft to these tips that needs to be removed. And you don't want to remove some of that natural goodness that our bodies produce off the hair. And that's why Naturalmente shampoos are so effective. Because if we're looking at the active ingredient that creates most things that we use to lather, being sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, or sodium laureth sulfate, SLES, by eliminating those two conventional cleaning agents, we are keeping our scalp at a better balance, because those previously mentioned petrochemicals actually shift the pH of your scalp to about a 10, which is double the pH that it ideally should be. The result is the body goes out of balance. Now, if we think our garden, if the soil's pH is not correct, you're not going to have as beautiful garden as you want. If your pH of your pool is out, it's going to go green. The same applies to us. As soon as we are swinging out of our ideal pH on whatever part of the body we're talking, it starts doing crazy things like excreting more oil to now counteract the over removal of your own natural goodness, or flipping to the dry side, etc., etc. So by not using sodium lauryl sulfate, the pros are evident. The one flip side, I don't want to say negative because it's a positive, is there isn't all the lather that you're used to. So your first shampoo is ranging from a 2 Rand coin to a 5 Rand coin. You're breaking it down in your hands and you're focusing on the scalp, not the hair. By just rinsing the shampoo off the scalp, it will flow through the hair and do enough cleansing and actually leave some of that goodness that your body has created for itself. A good tip also with longer hair is to give it a very good brush before you wash it, because there's two reasons for that. Firstly, to detangle it, because if there's a knot in the hair and you wet it, that knot is going to compound and become knottier. So if you detangle it, you have to be less aggressive in detangling when it's wet, because the hair is weaker when it's wet to when it's dry. Secondly, by brushing it well before you wash it, you are spreading your own natural oils on the extent, the length of the hair shaft. So a great tip for long hair girls is to actually give it a very good brush before you jump anywhere in the shower. And it's fine, like with my hair type, if I brush it, I get a bit Diana Ross, big hair, but that's okay because you're going to go straight into the shower. Give the hair a good brush, and the last added benefit of that is a lot of the natural hair loss that we experience because we are regenerative comes into your brush and not down your drain and clogging up the drain. With your citrus shampoos, what you're actually wanting to also do is to remove the film of buildup. So if we illustrate a different point, if you want to clean a mirror and it's got a plastic film over it, you can't clean the mirror. You can't get to what you need to. The same applies with hair. If there's a coating, any film or build up on it, you can't do what you need to do. So that's why cleansing is imperative. The build up of any nature, be it silicones, petrochemicals, trace elements of water, you can't get into the hair and perform what you need to do.